to another episode of the Courtney Hall Show here, and I'm actually in her store. It's the owner of Pippa and Pearl, Suzanne Najem. How are you? Did I say
great.
Your name right?
You did.
Okay, good. How are you doing?
I am amazing.
That's
so good to see you again.
Yes. So we met at the Latina Summit, the Spoiled Latina Summit, and I thought your booth was just the cutest. It was so amazing. And then when you said you had a brick and mortar, I was like, listen, I have to talk to you. I have to do a full length because I know your story is just amazing. This episode, I wanted to sit down and talk to you about just the confidence, that feminine confidence that you exude. So tell me, how did you create Pippa and Pearl? How did this even come to be?
Yes. Well, I started out as I was a pregnant mom. I had a 2-year-old and I was 6 months pregnant, and I already had a startup business that I had started, but it wasn't where I wanted it to be. And I've always had a creative bone in my body. I've always been very creative. I've always been into fashion, and I knew I wanted to do more with what I had started originally. So after brainstorming a lot, I said, let's take this small business that I have and move in a direction that was closer to my heart, which was fashion.
Oh, that's awesome. So did you have a background in design as well? Did you come from?
Yes. So I'm a graphic designer by trade, but I've always been an artist. I've always been sketching, trying to learn how to draw. I've always been into fashion, and I've just really loved it growing up.
That is so awesome. Did you design this store as well?
I did.
Oh, that's awesome. So in your own words, what does Pippa and Pearl mean? What does that stand for?
I would say timeless and fearless.
Okay. Awesome.
Timeless because our clothes honestly never go out of style. They're very chic, just timeless pieces that you can wear again and again. And that's what I really want for the Pearl girls that come shop with us, is that they have pieces that are always going to be staples in their closet. And fearless because I really want women to be bold and feel confident in what they're wearing when they have on our clothes. And that's the whole point of empowering women through fashion.
That is so awesome. Because I really do feel like Pippa and Pearl, it's so girly, it's so chic. It represents confidence. How did you build that type of brand?
It took a lot for me to build my own confidence and find out who I was. But I think once I did that, I really learned a special skill on how to bring that out of other women. And Pippa and Pearl wasn't always supposed to be, or wasn't planned to be, sort of a women's hub of where we can network and come together and share ideas.
For sure.
It was just a boutique, a place you buy clothes and you look cute. But I really feel like I've found this secret sauce to helping women feel beautiful. And I wouldn't change anything as to where we are today.
That is so awesome. What is some of the customer feedback that you get? Do you get a lot of customer feedback that maybe just stuck out to you?
Yes, I think the number one thing I've gotten told is we bring out the girly in people.
Oh, I love that.
So many girls will come in here and be like, I don't know if there's anything in here for me. Maybe they're tomboys or they don't dress up as much. But then they leave here with a bag full of clothes, and I've gotten it more than I can count. You really brought out the girly in me.
Wow.
So I really love that.
That's so amazing. Look, I'm looking at different pieces. I'm like, I want that one. I want that one. I want that one. What do you feel, or see, now I'm doing the same thing as well. How do you want women to feel whenever they're in your pieces? What is that one thing or that couple things that you want women to feel and exude?
Yes. I want women to feel powerful, not just in the way that they look, but the way that they feel, more importantly. So whether you're walking the stage to get your diploma, whether you're having a presentation, if it's a date night, whatever it is, no matter how big or small, I want women to feel powerful in how they feel and how they look.
Yeah. And that's one thing whenever I did see your booth, I mean, I saw girly pieces and I felt like, oh my goodness, it took me back to when I was, in college, like, oh my goodness. But also I saw so much powerful pieces, like things that I could wear to the office. And that's just such a good combination. What advice would you give to girls who are wanting to start their own brand?
Yes, absolutely. So women who want to start their own brand, I have two pieces of advice to give them. The number one is to start now. I think that as women, we tend to give ourselves all these excuses. I don't have time. I don't have money. I have kids, you know, whatever it may be. But I feel like I'm a perfect example of that, where I had a 2-year-old toddler and a 6-month pregnant belly, and I decided to take it by the reins and just start. You really just have to start now. The second part of advice I would give is to find your tribe. You have to find people that you can build your business with, and I don't mean your family.
I love that advice.
You're gonna find your work bestie, your work crew, people that, you know, may not necessarily be your employees or people you work with, but people that are gonna really give you the motivation you need to continue going, because you are gonna want to give up so many times.
I love that. I love that. That's so inspirational. Now, you have the background in design and graphic designing, and then you also have this creative space. How do you balance the two, that entrepreneur spirit and then also that creative side as well?
Well, the short answer is I don't.
Yeah.
I do not balance either of them. I think the key to being a CEO and also taking on the creative background of it is to find the balance of what you're good at in both of those spaces, and taking what you're good at and doing those, and then hiring other people to take on the other responsibilities.
I like that, finding what you're good at in both of the spaces. I love that. What's been one of the challenges when you started off your brand and then also building your brand?
The biggest challenge, I would say, is learning how to say no. I feel like I've grown up being a people pleaser, and once I found the power in no, not just knowing when to say no, but knowing that no is enough. You don't have to overly explain yourself to anyone. At the end of the day, you know what's right for your business, and sometimes no is the only answer anyone needs.
I love that so much. And how do you stay true to your business and to your brand? How do you stay true to that?
Yes, so staying true to the brand means always following your heart and staying true to who you are at the end of the day. I know there's a lot of trends out there, but there's a way to take trends and utilize them within your business without necessarily just being a trend follower.
Yeah, definitely.
So by staying true to our brand, but at the same time, maybe, you know, taking from here and there on what is trending, but at the end of the day, always staying true to what your brand is.
I love that. And then going back to what you said, being okay with saying no, and then knowing that no is enough. So now this part of the show, I definitely want to showcase a couple of pieces if you have some.
Yes, I would love to.
So this is really cute. Tell me a little bit about this piece and what inspired you to have this in your boutique.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like our inspiration comes from female icons. And when I say that, I mean Audrey Hepburn, Marilyn Monroe, fashion icons, if you will. The late Princess Diana, she had such an impeccable fashion taste. Everybody knows if you need a tweed dress, you come to Pippa and Pearl. We carry tweed all year round. Tweed is just, it's elegant, it's luxury, and I feel like you can layer it and it just gets better and better from there. So if you were to layer this with tights, a pillbox hat, gold jewelry, the outfit just keeps getting better and better.
Yes. And, you know, it's fall, so it's starting to get a little cool. So the tights would definitely be good as well. Now, would you wear this with heels or like boots, or what would you wear it with?
You could go either way. I recommend a black bootie.
Ooh,
I feel like black booties are a staple and you need them for wintertime. And anytime you pair a dress with tights and black booties, you just elevated your look.
I love it. I love this. Awesome. Okay, now we can go to the second, because that's really cute. I'm like, throw that in the bag. That's cute. Now you have a couple of dresses here. Tell us how we can mix and match this. Halloween is coming up. We want to look cute and girly. Just give us some tips.
Yeah, so we like to take Pippa pieces around the store and showcase them on mannequins to kind of show you how you can take a very cute dress and turn it into a Halloween costume without having to go spend a ton of money on a Halloween costume and you're never going to wear it again. So like something as simple as a tulle white dress, you add some cute little angel wings and a halo and you got an angel.
Love it.
This one we took a very beautiful red velvet dress that has a bow in the back. This could be worn for all your holiday parties. And at the same time, you just pair some double wings or a crown and you got a great devil. So.
I love this. So you and your bestie definitely can dress up more angelly and then more devilishly. This is probably for me, but no, this is very cute. Very cute.
Thank you.
Awesome. Okay, let's go take a seat. Well, this has been such a great time just chatting with you and all of that good stuff, getting to see your store. One last question before you go. If you could talk to your younger self, what would you say?
Oh, little Suze. I would tell myself that the sky's the limit.
Yes.
Whatever you want to do, you can do it.
Yeah.
And just stay strong. You know, I feel like the world is so scary when you're little and it seems like you don't know what to expect, but just to reassure her that it's going to be okay.
I love that. Well, thank you so much for coming on my show.
Thank you.
And where can we find you? Where can we support you?
Yes, so we are on Instagram at Pippa and Pearl. So it's PIPPAANDPEARL. A lot of people forget that second A. We're also at pippaandpearl.com if you want to shop online. And then we are also on TikTok at Pippa and Pearl. So.
Well, thank you so much again. And thank you all for tuning in to another episode of the Courtney Hall Show.
Here we go.
Money, making crap for money.